Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for another bit of a play around with my scraps left over from our recent mass making session. And what we've done so far, we just made some of these little belly bands from some of these scraps that we had left over. And I've just come back really to finish off using up, you know, the remainder of the scraps that I had left. So that I've got, you know, one less thing going onto my endless pile on my desk. I mean, obviously, it's a bit of a drop in the ocean, but, you know, we all have to start somewhere, don't we? And so, yep, this is my measly attempt at sort of being a bit less, you know, keeping scraps. So I've cut some pieces down already to size for belly bands. And I had done that, obviously, you know, in my previous video, if you saw that. And then what I've done now, I just wanted to try and save a little bit of time. So I've actually already layered up, you know, potential matches of the papers that I'm going to use together. So I thought that that would save us a little bit of time. So let's just get straight cracking on with it. So this one here I have folded, so it's a kind of little belly band, you know, opening out belly band. And I just thought, wow, doesn't that look so stunning with that? You know, I don't know why, but for some reason to me that just looks really, really gorgeous. So I'm just going to tear this down and we're just going to possibly make a cluster or possibly do maybe a little bit of collage or something on here. I haven't quite decided. Let's just see kind of about how that would look. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty, isn't it? Love how that looks, I must say. So let's just see whether we could do some sort of cluster or something, you know, in similar colours or bringing out some of those colours. Okay, so again, just using up the scraps that, you know, I've had left over from the mass making session. Maybe that would be better behind. That pink would be better behind. So I'm going to just glue these down again, just because, you know, then I've committed to something and, you know, it's one less thing for me to be still dithering and, you know, worrying or wondering, shall I use this or shan't I? Let's just get them stuck down and then we've, you know, we've made a bit of progress at least. So there we go. Yeah, I love how that looks. That pink and green against this background colour just looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So there we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to put this one at the top. Okay. Like that. Okay. Right, just mop up any that's seeping out. Oh, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? Okay, right, so let's just bring these back in. Okay, just tear this one down slightly. Probably don't want it quite as long as that, so I'll just tear the bottom off. Okay, that's that one. Now, again, not quite sure what to put on here, but I'm going to get rid of these scraps because, you know, I really must start making some progress with trying to throw some things away. So, right, I'm just pulling in just, you know, various things that I think, oh, you know, possibly I could use this. I mean, you know, that's quite pretty. It doesn't really kind of go overly brilliantly with the pink and green. Could use that one. And that is quite pretty, isn't it? What do you think? Let's just put those to one side. I'm just going to ink up. Whoops. Just going to ink up in here where those holes are, so they're not looking so white. Okay. yeah, last time, if you joined me last time that we were doing these, they all took on a very black, sort of dark brown, sort of black appearance. And yeah, I thought, let's do something kind of different, this one. So this looks a very different colour scheme, obviously, to those dark blacky browny ones. I mean, I did love those, don't get me wrong. You know, I always love anything with the blacks and the browns and things. So definitely for me, that was not a problem. But I thought, let's just do something, you know, something different for this one. So I'm just going to staple this in place here. Oops. In the first instance. Okay. And then I've got some white lace here. Which I wonder whether we need some white lace somewhere poking out from here. Yeah, it's the school holidays while I'm filming this, and oh, my son's not feeling very well today. He woke up and yeah, wasn't really feeling too great, so he's gone back to bed. I mean, actually, it was quite strange because he was up earlier than normal, which I thought, wow, you know, how come you're up? But it turned out he was up because he wasn't feeling too well. So yeah, I hope he's feeling a bit better now. Obviously, as I say, he's actually asleep in bed again now, so don't know how he's feeling, but hopefully he's feeling a bit better. I mean, I'm sure he's fine, but you know, it's not really like him. He's you know, on the whole, he's very resilient and doesn't very often feel ill. So it's just typical that it's the school holidays, you know. I mean, obviously it is kind of lockdown, so it's not really like he could be doing anything vastly exciting anyway. But of course, you know, just the fact that you're not having to get up and go to school, who wants to be feeling ill? Well, I mean, who wants to be feeling ill anyway, even whether you're getting up, going to school, whatever you're doing. No one really wants to be feeling ill, do they? So yeah, I hope he's going to feel better in a little while. Okay, so I mean, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? And we've just kind of tied that white in with a little bit of white doily. Just put this white lace across the top. Looks pretty. And just trim it down slightly. Okay. Right. And again, I'm just going to hot glue this because, you know, I don't have to worry about it then. It's just glued, it's stuck, it's, you know, problem free. No more worrying, has it stuck or hasn't it? It's just there. Oops. My glue gun nearly wasn't there, which was why it then took me a while to get back to sticking this on because it was about to fall off the desk. There we go. Right. So that looks pretty, doesn't it? And let me just see whether I'd like to have anything else on here in the background or anything. I guess we could have a number 6 somewhere. I've got a bigger one actually as well. That might just be too big because it's now competing with the ladies. Yeah, that's a bit weird because, yeah, it's in competition with them. Well, that's quite pretty actually. Just because it brings in the blue of the flowers and the dress. I think it would be better a bit smaller actually. Wonder if I've got some smaller. Got that one. I don't know now. Oh, it's always the way, isn't it? You know, and then you think, oh, I shouldn't have tried it. I shouldn't have tried it because now I'm in a quandary whether to use it or not. All right, let's just try some bling because, wow, the bling just never fails, does it? So, yeah, let's just go for some bling there instead, I think. Because I'm trying to do these a bit quicker because, you know, I only got 3 done last time. I've did I have 4 left to do today or 5? I can't remember. But I thought, oh, I need to get a bit more of a move on today because, I mean, for me, it's the same day, but obviously for you guys, this would be on a separate day. So I need to get a bit more of a move on. Otherwise, I'm just going to be here endlessly trying to do these. You know, as soon as you start kind of second guessing and, you know, kind of questioning what you're doing, you can just be here forever. Well, not quite forever, but it probably feels like it if you're watching. I'm just wondering whether I've got a butterfly that would go on there that's a suitable colour. Sorry, just quickly going through my little box of butterflies that's just beside me. This is just so typical, isn't it? You know, I know I say it all the time, but honestly, you've got all these things and just never have quite the right colour or, you know, quite the right thing that we're looking for. You know, no matter how much stuff that you've got, it's never the thing that you actually need. Which, you know, what's that about? What is that about? I mean, I've got that one. Let me just try inking it up and see whether it would look better if it's inked. And it's not overly showing up, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, I'm just going to go for that because I could be here all day otherwise, just looking for the right butterfly. Let's just go for that. Okay. So that's that one. Right, let's get that one out of the way. Right, next one. Okay, right, the next one. This one's a really weird choice for me because I thought, let's marry up those blues with this, you know, this belly band. So very weird choice. I agree. It's a super strange choice, isn't it? Yeah. But let's just see what we can do. See what we can come up with. So let's just tear this round. I might just have to backtrack on this, to be honest. This might just be so awful and just look so dreadful. I might not be able to make it work at all. Okay. Thinking if we could go down kind of the side. Oops. Is that text upside down? Yep. Yeah, let's put this up the other way. So if we went from here and then that one up there. Okay, so let's just glue this one down. Okay, that's that. Okay. Yeah, so I hope that everybody's having a good day. Hope you're doing some crafting, having a nice time. How are you getting on? Are you using your scraps up? Are you being more successful than me, or is it taking you an age to do every little thing like it is taking me? Oh, I thought that might look good, but no, that just looks terrible, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely shocking. Okay, definitely not going to go for that. Right, I need to kind of cover this edge up a bit, I think. So what do we think if I went for, you know, some text instead? I mean, that one's like a, you know, quite a nice piece. So I don't necessarily want to use that. Let me just have a look and see what else I've got. Okay, I mean, all of these are quite yellow, which probably isn't great. Let me just bring in some different book page. Okay. Yeah, that's going to look a lot better. So, right, let's just tear that down. Oh gosh, have I made that too small now? Oh no. Only just. It's only just about right. So, yeah, I mean, effectively, I've just got rid of that pink, which, you know, of course, the pink was not particularly going on there. So, by getting rid of the pink, it just makes it, well, just makes it a lot more usable, doesn't it? So, it's a good thing. good thing to get rid of the pink. I mean, sometimes it's just about, yeah, you know, hiding what's there and then making it so it's going to, you know, blend in better. So for me, that pink was, you know, not really working. So to get rid of that, you know, it's just making it now be more usable. Okay. So that's our little belly band piece. Oops. Just wonder whether we could have the white doily now. Oh, I still don't think the white doily overly goes, actually. Well, it might do, I suppose, once we've done some other things with this. So I might ink up around the edge of here. Just going to cut down this edge because it's just got a slight bit of pink showing. So we'll just trim down there. Like that. Okay. Right, let's then ink around the edge of here. I mean, I know I say this all the time, but I mean, literally the inking can just, you know, make such a difference because it then just brings everything together and makes it look more like a, you know, cohesive piece really, rather than just a bunch of different papers stuck together. It brings them together in, you know, this really nice way. I guess because ultimately they're then taking on the same sort of similar tone, aren't they? You know, which is what I suppose you need to do to make it sort of blend in, make it match. Oh, I mean, that just looks gorgeous already, and I've not even put a piece on here yet. So, you know, straight away that inking just made all the difference, didn't it? Okay, let's see. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's just put that down. Again, let's just glue this one down. I mean, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to put on the cluster, but loving how the background looks. Okay. Let's see about another locket and see what colours I've got here and whether one would go. I mean, that's not too bad actually. I thought it would be worse. That one's quite nice. Or I've got this one with quite a few blue shades. That's quite pretty. Yeah, I quite like that one, I think. So, I mean, admittedly, I'm just covering up that entire piece of book page, so that's probably not really necessary to have that on there at all. So let's just get rid of those circles. And these are just one of my locket sets that's in my Etsy shop, so that's all these are. Right, okay. Let me just sort of put that like that, I think. Oops. Okay, yeah. I need to, yeah, let me just staple this together. Oh my goodness. Every time I think I've got it, I kind of move it just a fraction and it just throws it out and looks then really rubbish. Oh, I love how that looks. That's really, really pretty. I do like using blues. You know, sometimes I do find it tricky to get blue things, but you know, when you do use them, I think they look really nice, especially when you mix it with this kind of colour. It looks really lovely. Yeah, that's really pretty. And no, doesn't need that. What about some doily? Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it, with the doily? Just check. be honest, it probably doesn't really need the doily, I suppose, does it? Let's see whether we want another blue number anywhere. That's quite nice down there. Let's just put that down. Yeah, I quite like that. And then, oh, what else? Still got some white lace. Again, you know, these are just little bits that are just laying about on my desk. So, you know, it's really great to be able to just pull in bits that you've got laying around. I mean, you might not have so many bits laying around as me, because, you know, I do have a lot of rubbish laying about. But, yeah, if you have, it's always quite nice to be able to use some up, isn't it? Okay, right, just having a look to see what other lace I've got to... Actually, let me just have a look. I've got this lace that, again, was just, like, hanging about, and just wondering if I would have this up here, because I thought I, you know, might like some other lace as well. I don't want just one bit of lace when you can have two. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me just check which is the right way and the wrong way of that lace. It's very hard to see sometimes, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down, which will hopefully just hold that lace in place. Okay, oops. Like that. Oh, how pretty does that look? I love how that looks. Right, just getting another glue stick into my glue gun, because that's now running low. Okay, going to put that there. Just wondering whether I want any of my frames, my ivory kind of frames, which, of course, now I can't see where they are. Oh no, I don't have any sat here. Okay. Right, let me just stop the video for a moment. Hold on. Right, I need to print some more out, so I'm not going to go for those. But I did cut out is the word I'm looking for. Cut out some of these flowers from my Bluebirds and Blossoms kit, so they match obviously that paper. So yeah, they look, you know, they look really nice and a good match. So just going to glue that down there like that. Let me just mop out, or mop up what's oozing out around the sides. Okay, like that. Okay, and then just across the top, just going to put some of that white lace, which looks super pretty. So we'll just hot glue that down. And then, do we want any bling on this one? So let's just have a look. Just bring in some bling here. Okay. Could have it there, or could have it here in the middle. It's quite nice at the middle, isn't it? It's just a bit different. So just put that there. Oops. Okay, so that's that. Super pretty. So again, hopefully looking quite different to the ones that we did previously. Okay, next one. Let's do this one with the kind of, you know, this flap that's opening. So don't know really whether I want to do sort of a cluster necessarily on here. You know, might prefer to do some sort of like collagey type detail on here. So let's just get some bits glued down again, because, you know, that's really good then to give you a starting point. I just think all the time that, you know, I haven't glued anything on. bit too many options, and therefore, you know, can't make a decision. So it's better for me. I'm not saying it works this way for everyone, but I find it works better for me once I've actually committed to something. So yeah, once, you know, if I have too many options, I'm just going to be here all day, to be honest, you know, wondering and dithering, wondering whether I'm doing the right thing. So you know, take some of those options out and it's just always going to be better. Okay, so I'm just thinking perhaps we'll just put this down here. I mean, again, I'm not really thinking about this at all. I'm just literally using things that I've got, you know, laying about. And these obviously are just kind of the scraps that I've just been using, so. Okay. And perhaps we'll just put this piece down here as well. Don't know whether I want it going down to the bottom. No, I don't think I do, so just tear that off so it's not so straight at the bottom. There we go. Just pop that on there. Right, okay. Lord only knows what I'm actually going to be sticking on top of here, but we've got some other detail going on now, which is a good place to start. Okay. Actually, just before I throw all this in the bin, just wondered whether I wanted just a little sort of sliver going down that side, just to tie it all together. That might be quite a good idea, mightn't it? Okay, right, let's get this down and then, you know, we'll ink it all up and hopefully it will then just start coming together and looking like it's, you know, a more cohesive piece. So, yeah. Okay, right, let's trim this down. That one and here. Oops. Okay, right. Okay, now what to put on top of there? What have I got here? Well, I've got some of my umbrellas. They might look quite nice on there. I mean, I love the umbrella against this colour. Not quite so sure against the pink. It's got to be said. Well, unless we think... I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm loving it against the pink, to be honest. I mean, I have a different shade of green. Again, not too sure that that's quite working for me. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Obviously, I've got some more of those lockets, you know, that we've used on the others. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Isn't that really strange? Because I did not think that that was going to go at all, but actually it went quite well. This has been cut with my Scan and Cut, this one. Well, they all have, and they all worked really well, but for some reason this one's not cut so brilliantly. I think perhaps the mat was losing its stick a bit and it was moving around when it was doing this one, I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Now, I think probably up here a little bit is probably good. Okay, do we want any doily or anything? No, definitely not that white. That's just not looking good at all. And as I say about the white, I'm then bringing in some white lace. But again, just because this lace happened to be, you know, what was hanging around on my desk. So just cutting it down in half because it's quite wide to see whether I can use it anywhere. So, oops. Okay. Right, I think what I'm going to do is ink the whole thing up Oh my goodness, look at that ink. Yeah, obviously because my glue is not dry, that's very inky now. Oh well. Started now, so I might as well just continue with the very inky theme. Might as well just ink on the back, although this is meant to be a belly band, so but I guess if I ink on the back, then I've got choices. So if I, you know, when I come to use it, decide to have it just as a pull out piece, then I can. Okay, so sorry about the joggy desk again. Okay. Right. So that looks quite nice, doesn't it? And I wonder whether we could have a little number on there. I mean, actually, it's gone very grungy because I was so heavy-handed with the ink. But I mean, I don't mind that, to be honest. I quite like the grungy look, really. Luckily. Luckily, I quite like the grungy look. Okay. So I might just get some other things put into the background. Okay. Just pop that one down there. Oops. Right, and then let's just see. I think what I'm going to do is stick these ladies down because, again, you know, then they're just not moving around and, you know, makes it just easier, to be honest. So I'll pop them down. Like that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether that lace is the right lace, to be honest. I mean, it is obviously very white, which, yeah, it's not really looking great, to be honest. I'm not sure what would be looking great, unless I just ink it up. I'm just having a look through my lace box behind me, or lace drawer behind me. Got this pink, which, I mean, that is a bit sickly, you know, a bit too much pink maybe, but having said that, I think that looks better than the white, to be honest. Let me just cut this down. Okay, let me just now cut that little squiggly edge off. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so tricky. You know, when the lace is just like really floppy, it makes it just really hard to cut. Yeah, that's how that was. Just a bit too floppy to cut. Oops. So if we were to have that there, and then could have a bit of bling and maybe a number. I don't mind that, actually. It's kind of looking a bit better than it was, so. Or we could have a little flower. Okay, let's just go for this. So I'm going to just glue this down on the edge. Again, I'm just going to use the hot glue, just, you know, purely because it's quick. Okay. Okay, let me just trim that up. Right. Let's have a number, because the numbers are always good, aren't they? They always look pretty. Right, let's see whether we want maybe a butterfly or anything. Not that one. Let me just ink this one up. I must keep my eye on the time because my daughter and I are going out to meet my friend and her friend. So, you know, my friend who is the mum of her friend, if you see what I mean. So I must keep my eye on the time and make sure that we don't miss our afternoon out. That's quite pretty, isn't it? And let me just get another flower. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, okay, right. Let me just put this down here. I put this number down. Like that. Okay, put that flower down there. Okay, yeah, I'm loving how that looks now. It looks really, really, really pretty. And then, yeah, I think this butterfly just looks quite nice up the top there. I'm just going to ink this one up in case we want a second one. It's probably too much, but just in case. Yeah, I mean, it's not a brilliant colour match either, which is a bit of a shame. So, yeah, let's just have this one here. Like that. Oops. Oh no, look at what I've just done. Oh dear. Right. Let's just ink that up and hopefully that's just disguised that a little bit. Okay, right. Now, do we want some bling or not? It would be unusual to not have any, but you know, I guess we don't need it on every single thing. As if I really thought we don't need it on every single thing. I mean, let's face it, I do like it on pretty much every single thing.
Mum?
Yes, my sweetie.
When are we going to meet up with my friend?
Soon, darling. I was just that second talking about it, in fact, saying I must keep my eye on the time to make sure that we are not late. There we go. Pop that down there. Yeah, just keeping my eye on the time, making sure that we're not late, sweetie. Okay, so that's that one. So, yeah, I mean, obviously I struggled to bring that together, but it looks pretty in the end. Okay, so then we've got two more left to do. So let's just see if we can do these quite quickly. So I've got this one, which again, I feel like I'm going to struggle with this one, to be honest. Right. Maybe if I see whether I can... Oh, that's a good colour on there, isn't it? Now, do we like it with that? Or do we like it with that? No. Okay, so I'm going to kind of marry that with the black spots. Okay, just go down the edge. Okay.
How do we say a capital F?
How do you write it, do you mean?
Say it.
E? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so that looks quite pretty there. Now I wonder whether if we have some book page as well. So let me just bring in a bit more book page. How's your brother feeling now? Has he got up? Because I can hear him kind of moving about. Is he feeling better? Yeah?
I haven't really seen him.
You haven't seen him still? Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Yeah.
He probably is.
He is. Oh, well, that's good. Probably is.
I don't know.
Well, let's hope that he's feeling better.
Yeah.
'Cause that's not much fun, is it? In the school holidays, not feeling very well.
This is really tasty.
Cheese stick. You know those cheese twists, you know, like the puff pastry cheese twist things? She's eating some of those. Not homemade, obviously, just shop bought stuff.
Well, can we make them?
You can make them, yeah. Well, we can't make them, but yeah.
They are really nice.
Some people can. Some people can make them.
I love pastry things.
Yeah.
Like breadsticks and like...
Well, I think you'll find that most people love pastry things. I mean, they're really super yummy, aren't they?
Yeah. I think I like savory stuff.
Hmm.
More than like sweet stuff. But
Yeah.
if I choose the sweet thing, that was my favourite, I'd probably choose sweets.
Yep, you're quite partial to sweets, aren't you? Let's face it. Right. Let's just, again, take this. I didn't necessarily intend on using all lockets for these, but it's just kind of how it's gone, actually. And, yeah, they look good on everything, don't they? So they just have gone with everything. Right, I'm just going to see whether I could have any more of this polka dot down here. Oh, I just love using polka dots, to be honest. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, I love how that looks. Very striking looking, isn't it? Very, very striking looking. Okay, so we just go down there.
Just need to get something.
Okay, sweetie. Okay. There we go. Right. Yeah, I love how that looks. Right, I'm just going to trim this edge up slightly because I just want to get rid of that where we've just got that bit of green showing. I mean, it's not overly noticeable, but just wanted to get rid of it. Okay, let's now ink around this. I mean, obviously this is a dark colour, so it's, you know, it's not particularly showing, but I mean, it is showing on that polka dot paper, actually. It's showing on there more than it's showing on the maroony colour paper. Have you just been down to see your brother? Yeah? Is he feeling a little bit better now? Oh, well, that's good, isn't it? Oh, I just love that book page with the polka dots, to be honest. I mean, even without anything else even going on there, I think that's just looks scrumptious. Okay, right, that's too big, too big, too big. That's quite nice on there. I mean, it is a little bit big, to be honest, that one, but... Oh, look, when I was looking for that white, or sorry, black number earlier, couldn't find a big one, and there it was, just there all along. That's quite pretty like that. Now, I wonder whether we could use the pink again, or whether that's a bit weird. Let me try the white. Sweetie, come and give me your opinion, darling.
Even I'm doing some crafting.
You are now. Right, do we like the white lace, or do you like this lace?
No, the white lace.
The white. Okay, thank you.
Like it matches the brown.
Yeah.
But the pink really doesn't.
No, you're right. It doesn't. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh, it's lucky that she's here, isn't it? To give me her opinion. I don't know whether I want that butterfly there either. Oh, let me just have a look and see what else I've got. So I have got some of these frames, which they're not the bigger frames, which I would have preferred, but you know, they're the tiny ones. Just drop these down. I need to print some more frames off, obviously, but let me just chop this one down and see how this looks. Looks like a nice day outside now, doesn't it, darling?
Yeah.
It's still cold because, you know, we asked Alexa, didn't we? And it sounded like it was going to be cold, but it does at least look quite nice now.
Yeah. It looks better than it feels. It looks like
Yeah, you're right. It probably does look better than it feels. That's exactly right.
Some days it's sunny in the morning, and then it just gets really cold after.
Okay, I quite like how that looks. Just wondering whether I could have another one. Let's just cut out this one and see. As I say, I mean, really, I would have preferred these in the bigger size, but I just, you know, being really lazy, I can't be bothered to go downstairs and print some more. So I'm just making do with the size I have. Okay. Oops.
That was lots of paper.
Yeah.
How many pieces are there?
Just think that up. I think I have mentioned this lots of times, but whether I've mentioned it in this video, I'm not sure. But I'm using the walnut stain at the moment for a change to the vintage photo. Quite enjoying the change. Oh, they're pretty, aren't they? Yeah, I like how that looks. So, yeah, let's just go for those.
I've got 11 pieces of paper just from like cutting.
Have you? Wow. You're like a super fast cutter.
Like one piece of paper and then 2 pieces of paper.
Super fast cutter, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Look how much paper that is. Like loads.
Loads and loads.
Now I can draw
Right, let's just glue this one down. Okay. And then that one. Okay. And then we'll just go for these 2 bits down here. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, right. So we're nearly done. We're nearly done. We have got one more still left to do. I'm debating whether to do that off camera and just come back and show you in a moment because I'm just aware of the time, obviously, you know, and us going out. So I might just come back and do that, or, you know, come back and show you that. And tag it onto the video. Because as well, that is browns and blacks again. So I'm kind of thinking it might just end up looking quite similar to the ones that we did previously in the other belly band scraps video. Okay, right, let's go for this white lace. Okay, just trim that down.
Anything I please, don't I?
You certainly do, but you're such a good drawer. I mean, you're lucky you can draw so many things. Because not many people can just turn their hand to anything like you can.
I did a flower.
Okay, and then just get some bling. Okay, let's just trim that down. Oh my goodness. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Right, let's just go for that. Yeah.
With like this slimy flower.
Oh, that is really gorgeous. Very gorgeous. Right, so that's that belly band. I think looks really pretty. I just actually, before I finish, oh, it definitely needs kind of topping and tailing, doesn't it? I'm just going to trim this down slightly, just in case this is a bit tall for the page, because once I stick the lace on, of course, it will be, you know, difficult to get to. So I'll just, you know, make it smaller now. Okay, and then we'll just go for this. Okie dokie. Whoops. Okay, and then oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? I love that piece. Really love it. And weirdly enough, I was dreading doing that one because I thought, oh, I'm not sure how I'm going to get that kind of maroony colour to look good. But yeah, I really love how that looks now. Right, okay, so the last piece. I've no idea how long I've been filming for, so I do apologise if this is now turning really like a long video. Right, let's just go for this. So again, just going to get my pieces here looking a little bit smaller. Just again wondering whether I might want to actually collage up some bits in the background actually. Yeah, that looks pretty, doesn't it? And then it looks like a fan. You know, like those fans.
It looks like a movie.
Yeah, it does. It's cool. It looks very cool. Right, let's have that like that. And yeah, let's just glue that down. So we've done quite well because we have got rid of all of our scraps now. And we've also incorporated some of those, you know, 12 by 12 papers and scraps that were underneath my desk. So, I mean, like I say, it's just a drop in the ocean. It's not like it's really made a single dent in my, you know, never-ending stash and never-ending pile of scraps. But, you know, we have at least made a conscious effort to use some of the bits at least. Okay. Right. And we've also got a whole bunch of decorated up belly bands ready to use, which, you know, so I mean, it's a double bonus, isn't it? You know, we've got rid of a load of scraps and we've also got a whole bunch of things ready to use. So yeah, all in all, it's been a good day's work, hasn't it? Right. Let's just tear this down a bit. Okay. Now, don't know quite what I'm going to be doing with this, but oh, that looks gorgeous, I think. Not weird, but really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, then we've got that one, and should we try and do this with some white lace instead of black? Because obviously in the last video we just had all that black lace. I'm thinking let's kind of try and do this a little bit differently. So we'll just try with some white. See how the white looks instead. And just trim this down. Okay. That looks quite nice. Now, what will I have on there? That's the question. I've got this gorgeous frame. So this is from my faux stamped pieces. And yeah, they come with like a neutral coloured background. You know, sort of white neutral background, and also a, I don't know really what you would call this, but it's darker than coffee dyed, but yeah, it's not kind of, well, I don't know what colour you would call it, to be honest, but antiqued, I guess. An antiqued background, which is that. So Really, yeah, that's my favourite one that you've done. That one looks gorgeous. That looks very, very, very pretty. Oh, I love how that looks. Right, let's just staple all of that together. Okay, let me just now, again, use my hot glue to glue all of those layers together.
I'm such a fast drawer.
You're incredibly fast. Incredibly fast. Okay. Oh, I love how that looks. How gorgeous is that? Right, do we want any of these big numbers here? I mean, it probably could take it, couldn't it? I know they are quite massive, but... Ooh, what about a black word? Right, let's glue this one down.
Kind of weird.
Again, just hot gluing this down, just getting it stuck onto there. Right, and yeah, let's just see how this black word would look. Oh my goodness, stuck on me now. Oh my gosh, every time I move, it's just attaching itself to the hot glue threads. Right. Yeah, I really like how that looks. Now, I'm just debating over, do we or don't we have a brown number? Let me just have a look if I make that one a bit smaller. That's better, isn't it? Okay, let's ink this up. This one's been printed on that, you know, photo paper, so it's quite glossy. Which actually is quite a nice contrast to the, you know, matte finish of the rest of the stuff, I guess. Okay, let's just pop the word cherish across there.
Cherish? Oh. Kind of weird.
Like Mummy cherishes you.
Yeah, I cherish you too.
Okay, and I'm just going to put this on there, actually, just before I do. Oh, how pretty does that look? But obviously we do cover up the word cherish a little bit.
Oh. Kind of weird.
Oh, I might have to do that. Right, let me just, yeah, bring in some more of that white lace. So, hold on, bear with me. Okay, yep. Thinking that that would just look super pretty running right down that edge. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, let's be like really extravagant then and go for that. And then what I'll do is I will have to trim that off afterwards because I don't want it obviously, you know, as wide as that. Okay, because I mean obviously, you know, these are intended as belly bands, so right, let's chop that down. Okay, oh my goodness, I can't see what I'm doing, so I have to go in from the back. Okay. Oh, I can't see a lot, a lot better from the back. Oh gosh, what is wrong with me? Oh dear. Don't think I've made a very good job of that, but never mind. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. Oh, I love how that looks with that running down that edge. That's just super, super, super pretty, isn't it? Really, really, really lovely. Okay, right. Let me move this out of the way and then just check those flowers, whether we want a little flower anywhere. And then the only other thing that we need to check is if we want some bling anywhere. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Let's just put that flower down. Okay. Right, let me put the numbers out the way And then we'll just check the bling situation, and then we can pull in all the ones that we have made. So yeah, I feel quite good actually, because to be honest, we've got rid of all of those scraps and we have made, you know, a bunch of stuff with some of those pieces that were under my desk and have been under my desk for a few weeks now. So yeah, pretty good progress that we've made today. I don't really know where I would have this bling, to be honest. I guess I could have it there. I thought perhaps that was going to be a bit skinny to actually fit it on, but I think it would fit. I think it would. Could have it in the middle. That's quite nice for a change. Because I don't know about you, but automatically I go to put it at the bottom or the top, or, you know, I guess there isn't really any reason why it couldn't go in the middle. Should we do that? Let's just go for it. Okay. Just going to stick this end because it's a bit flopping around. And oh, this one's not too bad actually. Yeah. Okay, right, let's pull in all the ones that we have done over the last you know, the last couple of days. So let's just pull in. We did all of the ones with the black on them yesterday. So, or, you know, I mean, for me it's the same day, but hopefully for you guys these would be, you know, 2 consecutive days, but they may have, I guess, a mass making or something in between. So that's those. And then in this video we have made this one, which again, I mean, obviously this one's a little booklet. This one is a little opening. So was that one. And then we have made this one and this one, which is like a 3-way fold out, and this one. So they're pretty nice, aren't they? They look really, really good, and they all look quite different, to be honest. You know, they've all got quite a different sort of eclectic look to them. Yeah, and we've used up some of our scraps. So I hope that you like them. I hope you're feeling inspired, and yeah, maybe you will pull out some of your scraps and make some similar things. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you guys again soon. Thanks then. Bye.